Good morning, everyone, and welcome to June 22nd's energy mantra for today. So today's energy mantra is, I engage my true self so that I can hear the intent and not the content. Once again, today's energy mantra is, I engage my true self. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. I engage my true self so that I may hear the intent and not the content. So today's energy mantra is a wonderful invitation for us to really listen with our spirit instead of listening with our ego. When we listen with ego, a good majority of the time, what we're listening to is we are, number one, we're just kind of listening to the words that someone is saying. Maybe they're nice words, maybe they're mean words, but we're just listening to words. And when we listen with our spirit, what we're really listening to, we're not listening to the words, we're listening to the intention behind the words. And that is what is so key and crucial to listen to. Now, yes, can certain words, tip us off and give us clues onto what someone is saying or what their intention is? Yes. But when we listen with our spirit, the second part of that is that the spirit doesn't listen with judgment, where you may find that the ego does listen with judgment. The ego is actually always listening for key words, key symbols, if you will, to say, this is an attack. This is someone, doing this, or this is that. And it's listening for that so it can respond, so it can react to what is being said, instead of where our spirit, when we engage with our true self, when we engage with our higher self, our spirit, the truth of who we are, it does not react. It responds to what is being said, where the ego is going to react to what is being said, because the ego is not listening to the intention behind the words. It's just listening to the words. And so a great way that we can also look at this is consider when someone says, I'm fine, or I'm okay. And, when you're listening with your spirit, you can really see that they're not fine. They're not okay. Like, you really feel that. But with your ego, if you're listening with that, you're like, okay, fine, you're fine, whatever. And you kind of go on with that. And so that's where we have to begin to engage with that higher self, engage with our spirit. And one of the best ways that we can begin to do that is so simple. And this is where the ego gets really upset, because the ego believes that you have to have like this ritual, like, you got to paint your face, blue, and you have to be facing Saturn at 32 degrees and, draw a circle of black salt around yourself and be humming, oh, how great thou art, or something along those lines. All we have to do to engage with our spirit is simply say, I ask that my spirit listen, or my spirit is listening. That's it. My spirit is listening. How simple, how easy is that? My spirit is listening. Done. Nothing more. You don't have to do any other like strange rituals or draw a salt circle or paint your face blue, red, orange. My spirit is listening. And if you want to even go a little bit further, you could even say, after you say my spirit is listening, after you allow yourself to really kind of dip down into that space within you, then you can say, what would my spirit have me do? Now here comes the caveat to this, or it's not really a caveat. It's more of you saying, okay, I want to listen to my spirit, not hear it. And I know that probably sounds really weird. Like, what do you mean? I want to listen to my spirit and not hear it. When we want to hear spirit, when we're saying, well, I want to hear this, we have to be very aware because we all play this game. I've played it tons of times. I'm sure you all have played it as well, which is the come on spirit game or the come on God game, wherein, excuse me, we have a plan and we're like, okay, this is the plan. This is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. Right. And then we say, okay, spirit, show me how, or tell me how, or however you want to do that, or I'm asking for guidance. What would you have me do? We're not listening to spirit when we do that. What we're doing is we are trying to hear what we want spirit to tell us. And that's really, really key because we're not asking for guidance without an agenda. We're asking with an agenda. We're saying, spirit, here's the plan that I want. So now tell me what I want to hear. Tell me how I can get my plan accomplished. Well, we always have to remember spirit's not going to necessarily tell us how to get our plan accomplished, not because spirit doesn't love us, not because spirit doesn't want us to have everything, but simply because spirit says your plan is super complicated and I have a much easier way for you to get what you actually want, not what you think you want, but what you actually want. So let's say, you are saying, well, I want $1 million and I want to win the lottery. Once again, universe is more than happy to assist you with that. But really what you're searching for, you're not searching for money. You're searching for safety and security. And spirit knows the best way to give you that in a way that in this moment you can accept. Because maybe you can't accept winning the lottery. Maybe there are some beliefs and fears that you have about it that won't necessarily allow that. So we want to listen to spirit, which means letting go of our agenda so that we can really listen for what is being said, not for what we want to hear. And I cannot express that enough because I know that was one of my biggest problems when it came to hearing spirit for me, or really listening to spirit, was I was always trying to hear what I wanted to hear instead of just listening to what was being said in that moment. And it was the moment that I really realized and said, oh my gosh, I can actually just listen and the answer is going to come to me. Not because I have to hear it, but because spirit just wants me to have it. And if I just listen, it's going to give me the answer that I need. It's going to inform me instead of me informing it. I don't need to inform spirit. Spirit already knows what I would desire and what I need in the moment. It's going to give me that answer. It just may not be one that I necessarily, in that moment, I'm like, yeah, totally. It might be like, let's say that I need, and this actually did happen to several people that I know, that you need $1,000. Let's just say you need $1,000 and you need it by Friday. And let's say that tomorrow is Friday. And you are like, okay, spirit, tell me how to get that $1,000. Spirit, I need that $1,000. Okay, come on, tell me. And you're maybe thinking that spirit's going to tell you, here, go to this job interview, or go here, or go there. And instead, maybe spirit, as you're listening, not trying to hear, but just listening, maybe you hear, go to the grocery store. And you're like, spirit, I told you I don't have money for groceries. I'm trying to get $1,000 and I need to go to the grocery store and spend money that I don't have. But let's say that you take that guidance. Let's say that you do listen to that and you go to the grocery store. And as you do, you walk in, you're the 1,000th customer and you win $1,000 effortlessly. All you had to do was show up. That's what it's like to listen to spirit. That's what it's like. It's easy. It's effortless. You just kind of follow what it is that is being told to you. So that is today's energy mantra. I thank you for joining me. I thank you for being here. And a little bit later today on, I believe it is my noon post, I have a vlog that I have done. It's an older vlog where I actually it's a teaching vlog where we go into how to listen to the intent versus content and kind of what that looks like. So be looking out for that. And for those of you here on YouTube, it's actually in that link is in the description below the video. So I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.